Wait. You guys are literally leaning against a bag of chips. Hey guys, Kenzie here. I wanted to apologize for not posting a Lazy Cover Friday this Friday. I was busy with Christmas and everything and just hanging out with my family and everything, so I didn't have time to record. But I'm giving you guys a vlog because something really big happened today. Well, this is like a sit-down, talky vlog. Yeah. So this is the story of how I FaceTimed Travis Clark. Or when I FaceTimed Travis Clark, which was today. Yep. So in October, Travis Clark and Tara, his sister, did a Indiegogo, and they made like books, and they did the Indiegogo with them and everything, and you could get it signed, or you could get a painting from them, or you could get a personal FaceTime call. Now, me being a big fan of Travis, and just me being like absolutely my fangirl self, it was 2 in the morning, I think, and I ran into my mom's room and I was like, Mom, I know what I want for my Christmas present. Remind you, this is October. And she was like, okay, what do you want? And I was like, a personal FaceTime call with Travis Clark and his sister Tara. And she was like, you're insane. And I was like, no, I want this, and I want this badly. And she was like, well, I hope you know it's gonna be your biggest, or your big, like, Christmas present, because every year my sister and I get one big present, and like medium size and like little presents. And I was like, I don't care, I want this to be my big present, please, please, please. I argued with her for about an hour. She finally gave in and was like, fine, get it. And I was like, yes, okay. So I waited and waited and waited, and the FaceTime call was supposed to be in November, but they got busy, so they did it in December. I received a email from Tara, who is Travis Clark's sister, December 8th, I think it was, and she was like, hey Kenzie, was like, how are you? We like planned out the schedule, and like we planned out when we were gonna FaceTime and everything with our schedules, and then Travis became busy, so we couldn't do it the original day, which was the 20th. So she asked me if the 27th was okay, and I was like, yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's awesome. And she was like, okay, so we'll see you on the 27th. And I was like, okay, see ya then. And yeah. So today rolls around, and I was absolutely terrified. I woke up at 5 in the morning and was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I am FaceTiming Travis Clark and Tara today. What is gonna happen? Like, what am I gonna say? I was just a whole freaking mess, man. So, the call was supposed to happen at 1 o'clock, but they were running a little late, and Tara texted me, and she was like, hey Kenz, Travis, the rock star that he is a half an hour away. We'll call you right when he gets here. And I was like, okay, that's chill with me, that's fine. All I said was okay, but I was like internally screaming, and I was like, oh my god! Yep. So, I had my laptop ready, and my laptop starts ringing. My FaceTime on my laptop starts ringing, and I clicked accept, and it kept on saying FaceTime failed. And so I texted them, and I was like, hey, it keeps on saying FaceTime failed, I don't know what to do. And she said, we're getting it on our side too. Do you have Skype? And I was like, yeah, I do. So I gave her my Skype username, and all of a sudden it says, my Skype is calling, and I was like, oh my god, okay, this is actually happening. So I push accept, and I'm sitting here in front of my laptop oh my god, this is actually happening. And so I wait until the Skype actually works, and their faces pop up, and they're like, hi Kenzie, and I'm like, oh my god, hello. Oh god. They asked me how my Christmas was and what I did for Christmas and everything, and we just had a nice chilled out conversation. They told me some secret stuff, some classified stuff that I cannot tell you guys. You guys will find out soon. Pinky promise you guys will find out soon. But it's really cool, and you guys are gonna enjoy it a lot. We started talking about how Travis cannot watch scary movies, even though the whole band tries to get him to watch scary movies, and they think it's so funny that he gets so freaked out about them. Because I told him that I got my sister the little Coven figurines for Christmas, and then we started like talking about American Horror Story, how it's a really creepy show, and then we started talking about how he hates horror movies, and it was really funny because like it was like a cool, like, we were actually having a conversation, and I was just in shock. I was like, oh my god, this is actually happening. But then we started talking about the book a little bit, and we talked about how Travis and Tara are not like artists, like in the drawing way, because one of the perks on the Indiegogo was to get a painting from them from one of their books, and they were talking about how they like tried being artists and everything, and how they're more musically inclined than artist inclined. Yeah. But then Travis is like, hey, so do you want to try and take a selfie? And I was like, okay, that's totally fine with me. And he asked me if I was on my laptop or on my phone, and I was like, I'm on my laptop, and he was like, do you have your phone? And I was like, yeah, and like I got my phone, and so we took a selfie. I'll put it right here. And then I told him how a lot of my friends didn't believe me that I was going to be Skyping him, or like FaceTiming him. Well, it ended up being a Skype call, but I told him how they didn't believe me, and he was like, well, you know what? Here, smile. And I was like, okay, so I smiled, and I'll put the picture right. And then he told me to text his sister my Instagram name, and that he would put it on his Instagram so all my friends would believe me. And I was like, oh my god, really? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I texted his sister my Instagram name, and then you guys might have seen it already on my Instagram, and yeah, so that happened. So the end of the Skype call started coming around and everything, and Travis asked me earlier where I lived, and I was like, New York, and he was like, oh, can we trade? It doesn't feel like Christmas here in Florida. And I was like, can we please, because it's like 20 degrees here. And he laughed and everything. That was really cool because he actually laughed with me and not at me, which was good. I was afraid I was gonna make a fool of myself. But I told him how I wanted to be there, and he was like, well, I wish you were here. And so he asked me if I lived in the city, and I was like, no, I live in New York State. And he was like, where's the closest place that bands go for you? And I was like, I think Albany would be the closest place. And he was like, okay, well, next time that we're in Albany, text my sister and tell her that you're gonna go, and we'll get you on the guest list there. And I was like, are you being serious? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So that happened. I'll put the clip right here. I'm probably 3 hours away from the city, so.
What is it?
I'm 3 hours away from the city, so.
Okay, what's the closest like area that bands go?
Albany.
Albany.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next time we're there, text my sister, and I'll put you on the guest list with your friends if you want.
Okay.
Deal?
Yeah.
Alright, you're amazing. We love you.
Love you. That happened, which was really cool. And then I got to say hi to Hunter and Coley, which was cool. I put the clip right here.
You want to say hi to Coley real quick? This is Kenzie.
Hi, Coley.
Kenzie, what's up?
Nothing much.
Hunter, you want to say hi? This is Kenzie.
Hi.
They're mesmerized by the baby. It's really tough right now. Coley, leave it to the guy who has a kid to make the other kid cry. Kenzie, we love you so much. You're amazing.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for Skyping with us. Bye.
Bye. Did that just happen? But yeah, that was a really cool experience. They are probably the sweetest people you will ever meet. Tara and Travis are so sweet. They just like, oh, they're so sweet. I was so awkward, and it was just really cool. And I love them so much. They are so sweet, and I just, But Travis and Tara, if you ever see this, hello, first of all. I'm sorry that it was really awkward during our Skype call. And you guys are really sweet, and I love you a lot, like a lot. And yeah, and that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys liked this video. It was just a talkie video, which I hope you guys like, because I like doing talkie videos with y'all, just to update you with what's going on and everything. But if you do like this video, you guys can give it a big thumbs up if y'all want. And if you want to see my potato face every Friday and sometimes scattered into the week, you can push the subscribe button down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, week, morning, evening, afternoon, night. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. And yeah, I'll see you guys next Friday. Keep smiling, man.